I'm so excited to be back with all of you again today. Thank you very much. Today's subject is kindness and meanness. It's another one of those things that I hear so often from people. Why are people so irresponsive? Or how come no one says please, thank you, and excuse me? It's the thing that happens, I think, in the rush for all of us. We're all so rushed that we don't sort of take the time to do that. In that rush, people don't realize the impact of how your actions are on other people. I've so many times people come to me and say, how come so-and-so hasn't responded to me? How come people were so rude to me? And I think it's because they don't realize that they have an impact. We all have an impact. We have an impact in everything that we do. And so when you misbehave in that way, when you not respond, you ghost somebody, you don't respond in the way that you said that you were going to respond, it really hurts people. It makes people feel minimized. It makes people feel that, once that they felt that they had some sort of command and a presence of themselves, it absolutely minimizes them. And the shock that I always have in these discussions is, one, people don't like it when it happens to them, but yet they reciprocate in that action. So why? The other one is we're all brought up with, and we bring up our children, or we support the smaller community with please, thank you, and excuse me. And so what happens? Where's that shift that happens that we feel that we are allowed to ghost people or not respond to an exchange that we've already had, and all of a sudden there's nothing? Or people say, gee, I'll call you back on Tuesday, and weeks go by. And the thing that it's always curious to me is that people sometimes don't realize that that action actually has a reaction on the other side. And so the thing that always kind of strikes me as being odd is the escalation of meanness. But why? We're all here to help each other. And the more that we're mean to one another, the more isolating it is. I think it's isolating for both sides. It's isolating for the person that's actually getting that response and they feel so small and inconsiderate. And on the other side, when you're the one that's actually doing it, I don't think that feels good either. And so thinking about it as how do we all help each other? As human beings, we're wired that way. And I think because the world is so much more complex and our problems are so much more difficult, we need each other to help solve them. We need each other to help each other. And so if we think about it from that perspective in terms of appropriate behavior, those three words of please, thank you, and excuse me, and I feel so silly in a way about talking about them because it seems so minimal and it seems so young or junior or academic, but actually it's not. Let's all just decide that we're going to stop. We're going to stop the bad behavior. We're going to take a moment, and because you know what? We're all the same. We all want to be acknowledged. We all want to be at least accepted for the exchange that we've had. And even if you're on the street, if you're on the bus, however you commute, just take a moment and not be in such a rush. And so perhaps now thinking about it in terms of being kind to one another is actually another way, one small, simple way of just helping the world be a better place. And that's what we're really all here to do anyway.